Hi, my name's Ian. I wrote the program you're about to do. So you have 4 days. The fourth one is optional, or if you just like, you can make any of them optional if you only have time to do 3 that week. So the way you have it laid out is there are 4 different sets, and each of these sets has 3 different exercises. So you're going to go through each round of 3 exercises with the reps and sets indicated. There's a space in between, and then the next set starts. So it's 3 space 3 space 3 space 3, and that's going to be one of your days. So you have stuff that's put in for the warm-up, and you're going to have hyperlinks on all of the exercises that are just going to be shoot to YouTube, and it's going to show you just how to do the exercise. So if you need any help, just ask your Uncle Dave. He'll be able to guide you any further. If you need help, pass those hyperlinks, but those should be pretty self-explanatory. You have lots of ab work, a lot of dumbbell work to start off with. Just because I have no idea what I'm dealing with here, I'm going to make sure that you start off basic enough that you can, the dumbbells are going to give you a lot of stability training as opposed to locking you into a barbell. That's going to be beneficial to start. You have a lot of unilateral work in this program as well too. That's always going to be important to do no matter what. Same thing with the core work, same thing with the mobility work. You always have to do that. Once you do everything in the program, then you can move forward. So there is one of the days that you have 3 to 4 by whatever amount, like 3 to 4 for example. So the 3 to 4, you'll say at the top side, it's going to say sets by reps. So the set is the just time you're doing it, and in that time I've got to do like this 12 times for example. So in the program you're going to have 3 to 4 sets, so you have a choice there depending on how you're doing. If it's challenging, if you don't get it, and you just need to give yourself another week before you can build maybe endurance or strength on it, and then you have a rep range that you can do after that. So say it's 8 to 10 for example. I want a minimum 8, maximum 10 done, so anything in that range is fine. And when you're choosing weights, this is the most important thing. Make sure that you're choosing weights that when you start out, you can progress the next week no problem. You never want to pick a weight that is like pretty heavy. Even if it's like, say, next week you're going, okay, that's gonna be hard next week. Not when you first start out training, you don't know yourself well enough yet. Start out where you go, okay, this is pretty easy, I got it. Next week I know I can jump, let's say 5 pounds, no problem. Then you can do that. Next week comes, you don't have to jump. You can do the same weight again, and I'd actually recommend that. If before you jump weight, do it for 2 weeks. Every weight for 2 weeks, and then you can jump. You have this program for 6 total weeks, so you can do those. You can increase the weight 3 times if you'd like, but I want you to stick with whatever weight you choose for the first week, redo it on the second week. I don't care if it's not crazy hard to start out with, because trust me, you'll build. And you want to think of it as you have 6 weeks of this, and you don't want to be so fatigued or so tired, or choosing weights that are so heavy to start with that you can't do it for 6 weeks straight. So think about it that way as well too. You'll see an AMRAP in there, so that's as many reps as possible. So say for example, it's going to be on your push-up. So just do as many as you can. I don't know if you're gonna be able to do a whole lot or minimum. You're not from the ground, you're gonna put it up, you're gonna do it on an incline, off a bench, preferably on a barbell in a rack that you can incline and decline. That's probably the best way to do it. And then you're gonna do inverted row. Think of it as same thing, whatever your kind of incline height is for your push-up, so make sure you have enough room that you can hang from the bar down to the ground. You're gonna hang and you're gonna put your feet up on something, and then you're gonna row the other way, so if an AMRAP is there well too, because it's gonna be very, very tough. You can bend your knees on that one if you want to. But that's what AMRAP means, as many reps as possible. So enjoy the program, it should be pretty good. It will progress. So the better you get at the stuff now and you master it and you get super, super awesome with it, the better you'll be able to do in the future. You have a lot of sets, like a lot of 4 sets on things like that, because you're so new, the weights are gonna be a little bit lighter. You're probably gonna not be able to do, like say, strength-wise, a whole lot. We wanna do a lot of sets and a lot of reps to make sure we can build up a lot of what's called submaximal strength, so getting better at that 12, 8, all those types of rep ranges, of getting body weight strength up, things like that. So that's what we're focusing on now, getting a lot of single leg coordination, a lot of single leg strength as well too. We need to get master of that before we start getting you to do a crazy amount of squats. So if you do this first month and you do awesome, perfect. The more videos you take, that way Uncle Dave can send me some videos from your very last 2 weeks of training, just on how your technique is doing. And then if you want to progress and do another program, then we can do another program. And that just gives me information as to just where you're at after these 6 weeks. All right, enjoy the program and good luck.